Hello YouTube, Triumph Guy here today, and we're going to be removing the water pump on this Mercedes. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take all the covers off.
Recorded.
Right, so the reason this has failed is the bearings inside have gone. So if you listen, you can hear a metallic sound. There's also play there and a sound, okay? The new one won't do that. If there is play, what happened is the car won't have a leak when it's stationary and you do a pressure test. However, when the car's running, this will then move and then you'll get a leak. So it's really quite hard to find and diagnose these. As you can see there, lots of coolant. Now, there is some slightly higher up there, which we'll investigate, but the reason we are actually replacing this is it's extremely noisy. So at this stage, take a picture of your belt layout so that you've got this for future reference. And what I mean by that is follow where the belt goes. If it goes over certain pulleys, etc., or round stuff, as you can see, it's it goes quite a journey around here, to put it sort of politely. Weirdly, you need a 12-point 17mm socket. And it just goes on that bit there. There you go, so push that down, and we're just going to take the belt off. Try and take your socket back off. I mean, if you weren't changing the belt, you could probably leave most of this on, but we are changing the belt. Also, don't bin the belt, just in case the new one you've ordered is the wrong size. So just keep this one for the time being. This now gives us the Torx bits holding the water pump in. There's quite a few, some there as well, go all the way around. And we also need to remove this. Another thing you can do is if you want to drop the coolant, that's absolutely fine. But we're not going to, because we've literally just put brand new coolant in there. So you will need to put some bags and stuff down here, stuff underneath the car, to try and catch as much coolant as you can, just because obviously it's hazardous to wildlife, especially cats. Cats see it's bright coloured and it's sweet smell. They will try and drink this and it will kill them, unfortunately. So you just got to be careful, all right? Another thing is these aren't actually done up too tight. You just make sure the hole in the middle of your Torx bit is nice and clear so you can actually get in there. You just need to loosen them off ever so slightly and then you can take them out. So they're all out now. That little one down there, and then you just leave the most accessible one till last, just in case this water pump falls straight off. It probably won't, if I'm honest, because it'll probably be seized on with old coolant residue. Right, so sometimes you may have to tap this with a rubber mallet, just being very careful with it, but in this case it just come away nice and easily. Next we need to just pull this hose off, just give it a little bit of a wiggle, not to go too much on it, but just enough just to break the seal. As we took this bit off, which I told you to be careful about, it actually split there. Obviously it just happens with rubber. If this does happen to you, you've got two options. You can either cut this bit and make it even shorter, which is the least preferred method, or get some 1/4 inch hose like that. Make sure it fits on top. As you can see, it should fit. This one will naturally look like it's got a slightly tighter diameter, but that's just because it's not worn. We're just going to cut that to size. So stretch this out like that, probably give it slightly more, and we're just gonna cut it there. Next thing we need to do is clean up this surface area here, okay, because it's got bits of the old rubber gasket melted to it. So just be really careful. We're just going to give it a good old scrub so this maintenance surface is perfectly flat. There's the before and there's the after, nice and clean. Put the new seal on the pump, and as you can see there's these little notches. Just push it in them and work it all the way around. Another thing you can do is just to give it a tight bit of coolant onto the seal. Not much, just a little smearing. So we're going to line it up and we're going to put this bit on first, all right? Now, it's like a bit of an L shape. just goes in like that. We're just going to put 1 or 2 bolts in just to get it nice, but you're not going to put them in all the way at the moment, all right, because you might need a bit of wiggle room. So there's one there, just to make sure it's all lined up. We're just going to go around, and like I said before, we're not going to put them all the way in yet, because we're going to tighten them up in a crisscross fashion and tighten them up to 8 Newton meters of torque. I couldn't actually find the torque specs on this. Seeing AI seems to say 20 Newton meters, which is far too much. They should just be nipped down, okay? So don't always trust AI. So as I remove the bag, it split, unfortunately. So all we're going to do now is, before we put the belt on, we're going to give it a nice good clean off all the coolant residues in places, so that afterwards we can check it for leaks. The old belt and the new belt, just go like that, just to make sure they are the same size, because sometimes they do send the wrong ones, and then we're just going to fit the new belt. There's a link in the comments to Do Not Ignore That Noise. That's my book on how to do basic car maintenance and look after your car and pass MOTs. So we're going to thread it round the alternator first, as that seems to be the most awkward bit. So if we hold the belt in position like that, we should be able to just get it over. Go. Get this bit up here. Like that. So as you can see, it's all round everything. We're just going to pull as much slack as we can around here, and then we're just going to put the ratchet on there, on the tensioner, like we did earlier. Pull this in and push the belt round, and then we're just going to work it on all the teeth. Nice, and then we're just going to check that all. And this is exactly why we check now rather than later. Sweet, so as you can see, all the teeth are lined up. Make sure you pay particular attention to every single pulley. So the alternator down there, the water pump itself on the top, and then make sure the crankshaft is between the 2 lines. All these pulleys around here, it's all got all 4 teeth along all of them. Now what we're going to do is fill this up with coolant. I've got a video I'll put in the comments on how to sort of bleed the system on this without a vacuum bleeder. And then we're going to also check the belt to make sure that that's fine with run up. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more W212 OM651 Mercedes videos. It's my dad's car, so there's going to be plenty of maintenance I'm going to be doing on this in the future.